Good morning, students. So in the last class, we discussed the design of counters using D flip-flop, right? So in today's class, we will see uh, the design of these counters using a T flip-flop. Okay. So directly we will jump to the design, design mod 4 counter, design mod 4 counter using T flip-flop. Using T flip-flop, right? So we need to write three tables, right? One is truth table of T flip-flop. This is called truth table of T flip-flop, where T is the input and Q bar are the outputs. When T is 0, it remains in its previous state, the flip-flop remains in its previous state, and when T is 1, the flip-flop toggles. So this state is called the no change state, and this is called the toggle state. Okay, so now with this we are going to write the application table. So P Q Q plus 0 0, since T and Q are taken as inputs, and to generate the next state output 0 0 0 1 1 0 1 1, right? So 0 0, when T is equal to 0, the flip-flop remains in its previous state. What is the previous state here? 0, and here it is 1, so the next state is also equal to the previous state, right? So when T is equal to 1, and the previous state will toggle. That means next state, if the previous state is 0, next state will be 1. If previous state is 1, next state will be 0. Now if I write the modified application table, so what we will get, because we need to decide, we have the inputs Q and Q plus, right? So in my final table, that is excitation table, so with that values of Q and Q plus, we need to design the decide the values of T, right? So now what I'll do, identify where Q is equal to 0 and Q plus is equal to 0. Now these two will act as input and this will act as output. Okay, so when Q plus 0 0, what is the value of T? It is 0, right? So next, when Q plus is equal to 0 1 1 0 1 1, when it is 0 1, the value of T is 1. When it is 1 0, the value of T is again 1, right? So when it is 1 1, output is 0, right? Right. So if I consider this table, this is equivalent to, this is equivalent to what? Which table it is? It is equivalent to the XOR gate table. XOR gate table, right? So here next we are going to write the excitation table. The excitation table for T flip-flop. So how many for mod 4 counter, how many flip-flops we need? 2, right? So how many outputs we will have? We have Q2, 2 outputs, Q2 and Q1, Q2 plus and Q1 plus. So where Q2 is MSB, Q1 is LSB, right? So write down the states: 0 0, present states 1 1 0 1 1. After 0 0, what we will get? If I write the state diagram for this, after 0 0 we will have 1, after 1 we have 2, after 2 we have 3, after 3 again the flip-flop resets. That means the next state will be equal to 0 0 after 3. So after 0 0 we have 0 1, after 0 1 we have 1 0 1 0 1 1, after 1 1 we will have 0 0, right? So now we are going to decide the values of T2 and T1, right? So now from this application table, modified application table, we came to know that the T values are equivalent to XOR gate. That means when Q2 and Q2 plus, if they are same, then output is 0. If they are different, then output is 1. So Q2 plus is 0 0, so T2 is equal to 0. For this combination, 0 1, output is 1, 1 1, output is 0, 1 0, output is 1. Similarly, Q1 plus in all the combinations they are different, so that means we have 1 1 1 1, right? So now put K-map for T2. Since I have two input variables Q2 and Q1, we need to write for two variable K-map. So it is 0 1 0 1 0 0, T2 is 0, for 0 1 T2 is 1, for 1 0 it is 0, for 1 1 it is 1. So group these two. So what is the expression for T2? It is equal to Q1, right? So similarly you put K-map for T1, again two variable K-map you put, okay? So this is Q2, this is Q1, 0 1 0 1. For all combinations, for all input combinations, output is 1 1 1 1, right? So you are going to put all these ones in one group, right? So now what is the output? T1 is equal to 1, right? So these are the Boolean expressions for T mod 4 counter using T flip-flop, right? So let me write the final circuit now. So let me write the final mod 4 counter using T flip-flop. Okay, so we have two flip-flops, two T flip-flops we need, right? Then this is T2, this is output of T first flip-flop is Q2, and output of second flip-flop is Q1, right? So now I will short both the control inputs and I'll connect it to a common signal called clock, right? So according to the Boolean expression, what is T2? T2 is equal to Q1 and T1 is equal to 1, or it is also connected to VCC, right? So this is the first output Q2 and this is my second output which is Q1, right? So let me analyze this. Q2 Q1 initially both are reset, right? Since T1 is connected to 1, that means second flip-flop always toggles, right? So second flip-flop toggles, and this Q1 is connected to T2. So here when you are considering the value of Q1, you have to consider the previous value of Q1. So Q1 is connected to T2, means T2 is equal to 0. The first flip-flop remains in its previous state, and the previous state is 0. Similarly, again T1 is connected to 1 for next clock pulse, again Q1 toggles, Q1 becomes 0. Now the previous value of Q1 is 1, which is connected to T2, so Q2 toggles, Q2 becomes 1. Similarly, for next clock pulse, for third clock pulse, you can say T1 is again 1, so Q1 toggles, Q1 becomes 1, and previous value of Q1 is 0, which is connected to T2, so Q2 remains in its previous state. So this is my last state. After this I should get 0 0, that we will verify now. Q1 is 0, since T1 is 1, Q1 toggles, since Q1 previous value of Q1 is high, so T2 is again equal to 1, so Q2 also toggles. So we got the first state as after 1 1, right? So the same states are going to repeat whenever you apply the more number of clock pulses. So this is your final mod 4 counter circuit using T flip. Okay, so in next slide we will discuss mod 5 counter or mod 6, you can take any counter, right, and design it using T flip-flop. So the next problem is design mod 6 counter using T flip-flop, right? So how many flip-flops we need for mod 6 counter? Again, 6 is not a power of 2. You have to identify the two numbers which are power of 2, which is less than 6, and one should be greater than 6. So 4 is less than 6, right, and 8 is greater than 6, right? So now if I take only two flip-flops, it can count up to 4 states, right? But I want total 6 states, so I need one extra flip-flop, right? So we need total 3 flip-flops to design mod 6 counter, right? So for 3 flip-flops I have 3 inputs and 3 outputs. Let me write the outputs first: Q3, Q2, Q1, and their next states Q2 plus, Q1 plus, right? So directly I am writing the excitation table here, because in the last in the last slide I explained the application table of mod 6, sorry, T flip flop. Okay, so now we will be having three outputs, T3, T2 and T1, right? So mod 6, there are total 6 states starting from 0 0 0, and the last state will be equal to 1 0 1, which is 5. 0 0 1 0 1 0 0 1 1 1 0 0 1 0 1. This is first stage, second, third, fourth, fifth and sixth. After 6, after 5 we will again have 0. After 0, the next state is 0 0 1. After 1, next state is 0 1 0 2. After 2 we have 3. After 3 we have 4. After 4 we have 5, and after 5 we will be having the next state as 0 0 0, right? So if I draw the boolean, if I draw the state diagram for this, first initial state is 0, next state is 1 2 3 4 5. After 5 we again have 0. Okay, so now write down with the help of application table, you fill out this excitation table, right? So 0 0 we have 0 0 0 again 0 0 0 1 1, it is because it is XOR gate, it is equal to the XOR gate to table. 1 1 0 1 0 1. Next 0 0 0 0 1 1 1 1 0 1 0 1 1 0 1 0 0 0 0 0 0, and the last column 0 1 1 1 0 1 0 1 1 1 0 1 0 1 1 1 0 1. So T flip flop T1 is equal to 1 for all 6 combinations, right? So now put K-map for T3, right? So there are 3 inputs, Q3, Q2, Q1, so we need 3 variable K-map. So the inputs are Q3, Q2, Q1, 0 0 0 1 1 1 1 0, and this is 0 1, right? So now T3, this is 0 1 2 0 1 2, 3 is high, 4 is 0, 5 is high, right? I don't have other two combinations here, 6 and 7. For them I am going to put as don't care, right? So what is the value of T3 now? This one can be combined with this don't care, and what will be the equation? Q2 Q1 plus this one is combined with the don't care, so what we will have? Q3 Q1, right? This is the Boolean expression for T3, right? So now what is the Boolean expression for T2? Put K-map for T2, again 3 variable K-map, which is Q3 Q2 Q1, 0 0 0 1 1 1 1 0 0 1, right? 0 1 1 0 1, okay, then 4 5 0 0, and here okay, right? So now I need not to take the help of don't care here, because I can combine these two in one, right? So what is the expression for T2? T2 expression is Q3 bar Q1, Q3 bar Q1. Similarly, put K-map for T1 now, right? For all combinations T1 is high, and for rest other two combinations it will be don't care. So all ones can be combined with the don't care, and we can group it, right? So that means what we will get? We will get again it's equal to 1, right? For all combinations 1 0 1 2 3 4 5, they are high. right? So rest other combinations will put don't care, right? So these all 6 ones can be combined with the don't cares by treating don't care as ones, and what will be the value of t1 is equal to 1, right? So these are the Boolean expressions for t3, t2 and t1. So with these Boolean expressions we will draw the final circuit of mod 6 counter using t flip-flop. Okay. So now let me draw the final circuit of mod 6 counter using t flip-flop, right? First flip-flop I will consider as t3, output is q3. Second flip-flop input is t2,